Thank you very much for having me here. I'm Marco Rolandi. I'm the co-founder and director of Cruz, and today we're going to talk about our efforts in making sustainable foam. If you've seen the news a couple of weeks ago, there was some bad news about the environment. The Pacific Garbage Patch is now twice the size as Texas. The Pacific Garbage Patch has plastics and foams floating in the ocean between Hawaii and here. There's all this foam that gets disposed from our landfills and whatnot and floats in the water. Our mission at Cruz Foam is to put an end to this environmental catastrophe. The way we're going to do this, we upcycle shrimp shell or seafood waste into a sustainable foam that is compostable. So instead of going to the Pacific Garbage Patch, our foam can go into the garden, into a compost bin, and can be used to actually fertilize your garden. How do we do this? What's our secret sauce? There's about 30 million tons a year of seafood being fished out of the ocean. Out of these 30 million tons, 10 million tons are waste. They're the shells. And this is not the seafood that you get, the waste bin at the restaurant. These are very large operations, for example, from places where they freeze the seafood. Out of these 30 million tons, about 1 ton a year is chitin. Chitin is the second most abundant polysaccharide after cellulose. Cellulose is a major component of wood. What we do, we take this chitin, it comes into a powder form, costs about $1,000 a ton. We have a secret sauce to transform it into a product that we can sell as much as $50,000 a ton with a process which is environmentally friendly, does not create additional VOCs, and creates a foam which is as good as styrofoam or better. This is an example of Cruz foam. We have different strengths. We have different types of making it. We have different scales. We can address different types of markets. Specifically, the markets we're looking at right now is sub-segment of the marine market, and then we're going to go into sustainable packaging. The sub-segment we chose is actually surfboards. Surfboards are close to our heart in Santa Cruz. That's where we're based. It may look like a small market, but there's a very high customer demand. There's a very, very high potential for profit because we can sell $2 or $3 worth of raw material for more than $100. And there's low barrier to entry. We can start with direct sales in Santa Cruz immediately and then scale globally. Our second market is sustainable packaging. Specifically, what we're going to look at are coolers for cold chain delivery. These include food as well as pharmaceuticals, where other sustainable alternatives are very good, but are not as good as us. We have a very good team. Initial to myself, the CEO and founder, John Feltz, is an expert in these type of foams, as well as Shaolin Zhang. She was a PhD student in my lab. We are a very tech-heavy team. We're actually looking for additional expertise on the business side of things. We're currently raising a seed round. If anybody's interested in working with us, I'll be delighted to talk to you later. We're Cruz from the ocean, for the ocean. Thank you.